Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your man Kblendzz back again with another barber tutorial. Today's tutorial, we're doing a full service, which is a shampoo, haircut, beard trim, and a bonus of the black mask facial. So let's get to it. Remember, the number one priority is your client's comfortability. We start off with activated charcoal shampoo. We're going to do two shampoos. First one was a rough shampoo. We're getting in there deep and work that scalp and that hair and that dirt out. And then we'll do a second shampoo, which is a cleansing shampoo, just to get the excess dirt and everything out. And then just make sure you're rinsing really well. Like to give a shout out to Kblendzz for the dope video shoots and shots that you guys are going to see in all my videos. Hit her up on any social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. That's Kblendzz for your videos. DM, tap in. You can tap in with Boss Barber Outlet and Sharpening Supply Store as well for all the supplies and things I'm going to use here in today's video, including the shampoo, the gloves, everything you see in my shop and studio, I bought from Boss Barber Outlet and Barber Supply. Get your whole studio together with them. Now we on the conditioner. Like to leave that in for about a minute or two, really saturating the hair follicles, getting that down in there deep and onto the scalp to keep that scalp moisturized. And then just make sure you do a thorough rinse and get all that conditioner off his hair and scalp. Now we're going to dry and get ready to do the blow dryer, set him up, and prep for the haircut. I'm going to keep it short and sweet, not going to try to over-explain or under-explain. Just be straight to the point of what I'm doing. I usually like to do my shampoos at the end of the haircut or the first rough cut, and then do the finishing cut. But in this particular video, I did my shampoo first just because I thought it would give us a better desired look. A little before we get ready to tap into this haircut. Gonna do a drop fade, drop ball fade on him. I'm not gonna section his hair because I'm tying it in. We don't want to separate it when you section. Sometimes that separates the top from the bottom. We want it to flow and just tie the bottom into the top. We're going to start our first guideline with our Kblendzz trimmer. Shout out to Kblendzz. And making a straight line, consistent from one side to the other side. Hit Ryan Patton up at Boss Barber Outlet and Sharpening Supplies if you want your clippers sharpened and modified, your blades. He did mine, and as you can see, they're just slicing and dicing through that hair like it's butter. And try to make your lines consistent and straight. You don't want no raggly, edgy lines, and your fade to be raggly and uneven. Now I'm going to go in open clipper with my Wall 100th editions. About a 1/4 inch, starting my second guideline. And just make sure you make the sections as consistent all the way around the head as possible. Meaning the same shading, the same light is hitting the scalp evenly all the way around that particular panel or whatever you have your clipper set at. And that's what we have is an open clipper. And it's getting that consistency. Do the hard work. Be patient. For you beginners, I keep saying, it's quality over quantity right now. Take the time, do the hard work, and do the best haircuts that you can. Now we close clipper, just taking out our first guideline. Going about a quarter of the way up that first panel. Starting that transition from light to dark. Now we're just finessing, which I'm splitting hairs, taking out that second guideline with an open clipper on my wall 100th editions. And just trying to get a consistent fade from light to dark. Now we're going in and debulking with the closed clipper with the one guard. Just tying that bottom end to the top of the darker area of the hair. Now we're just finessing, doing detail work, trying to get our fade and our blend smooth. Just using my splice technique. Raking, splitting the hair. There's a good example of the finessing right there. As you see the hair getting split and the fade coming to fruition. Same thing on the left side of his head. Oh yeah, one of my favorite instrumentals. Now you're seeing as we just keep finessing the hair, being patient, doing the hard work till we get the desired look. Now we get ready to prep for the lineup. Just debulking the top of the line. Trying to get that to lay down so we can get a crispy line on the top. Or on the front of his head. We're going to try to let that front grow in a little bit. We got that a little far back so we're not hitting high up. Trying to stay right on the line. We're going to use our liquid razor from Black Solutions. Shout out to Black Solutions. Send your brother a product kit and let me put all your products to use. I use most of your products for all my services, so let's talk. We'd love to endorse or be an ambassador. Shout out to Kblendzz. Send me your newest technology, newest equipment, and I'll put them to use and make smoke. Now he's going to start that line. First sidebar on the left side, right behind the eye as our guide. Light pressure, letting the clipper do the work. Now going from the middle to the left side of the head, he has what I like to call a smiley face type of line, where the corners go up instead of down. When the corners go down, I like to call that a frowny face hairline, and that just depends on your client's head. So it's up for you as the barber to determine that. Just tapping that line in, keeping that clipper parallel. I like to use, when I'm going at the top of the head or in the front of the lineup, I use the eyebrows as my guide and try to keep them the same distance from the eyebrows. Top of the line when you're messing with Kblendzz. You got the top of the line studio, got the top of the line chairs, we got the top of the line clippers, and we got top of the line work. Pure work from me. Just detailing, knocking out little hair before we start the beard and the mustache. And ultimately, you're just trying to get everything perfect, as perfect as you can. The harder you strive to be that, the closer you'll get to it. Now I'm going with my wall detailers. I like to use those in the smaller spaces on the mustache and the beard. The clipper's a little bit smaller than the Kblendzz, so it lets you get in those smaller areas a little better so you can still get that detail work nice, tight, and crispy. Always thinking of your client's comfortability, #1 priority. Try to give them no irritation and no discomfort. Now we're just doing a little detail work, a little finessing. Just putting on some of the finishing touches. I like to fade the ends of my mustaches to give it a little more swag and sauce. That's up to your preference as a barber. Now we're going to prep for our razor work. The Derby razor, shout out to Boss Barber and Outlet. Like I said, everything you see me use in these videos, I get from them. Stretch the skin. I left him sitting up, but for you beginners, I would suggest you lay him back just so you can get a better angle to get them lines crispy. And just pressing real light, letting the razor do the work. Try not to create no irritation or discomfort for your client. Stretch the skin. And you got to use a little slicing motion, not going directly straight up and trying to slice and cut the hair at the same time as I'm going up into the hairline. Now we're using our super shaver just to get his face baby soft, baby smooth. Shout out to Belmont for the electric chairs. Man, tap in with your man Kblendzz, the top of the line, everything. Electric chairs, no pump, sink, everything right there at your disposal to have the best experience as possible. I mean, check out the studio. Everything's in there that you need. Tap in with Kblendzz at booksy.com. That's kblendzz.booksy.com. Now we prepping for the facial. We're gonna start out with 2 steam towels. Just putting it on there. Just opening them pores and prepping for the black mass facial cleanser. Got the steamer going just to keep them pores even more open. Now this is where the client is really relaxed and should be enjoying himself almost to fall asleep. Now we're about to apply the black mass facial. I do not recommend this way of applying it. Use a spatula or something like that, but if you feel you can do it this way, go right ahead. And then we're just gonna rub it in. And then we'll let that set and dry. Peel it off slowly and not rip it off. You will cause your client a lot of discomfort. Try to peel it off as slow as possible. And then whatever excess you have left over, don't worry about it because we'll do our finishing steam towel. Take off the excess with a little alcohol astringent. And then we'll do our cold towel just to lock the pores and close them. And check that out. All that came from his pores. Black mass really work. Grown man stuff right here. Don't be scared to take care of your skin, fellas. And as you see, it came off real easy. Now we're going to finish with the Curl Twist Black Solution. Shout out to Black Solution. Send me a product kit. I'm using all your products. Let's go. So foaming, I like this. It's a little more sticky than like a regular mousse. So really give the desired look that you're going for when you sponge. Get the sponge in. Getting prepped for the finish touches. And like I like to say in all my videos at the end, don't spray it on them. Mist it and let it fall on them. It's been real, YouTube. Tap in with your man, Kblendzz.booksy.com. Peace.